Hello everybody, and Jess here, and welcome back to DANDADAN episode 21, in which Okarun will fight Gigi, or to be more precise, will fight the Evil Eye. And we'll see how that goes, I guess. What's gonna happen? Is he gonna be beaten into submission? Hopefully, or are we gonna have to, or are we gonna have to go through with the exorcism after all? Which I still believe would be the would narratively be the more interesting option. But we'll see. We'll see, of course, where it goes. What happened in the previous episode, though? Well, in the previous episode, Okarun and Aira fought the musicians. And that was basically the whole episode. They fought the musicians. Okarun unlocked the ability to perform, what was it, like 5 actions in one beat? Something like that, right? Meaning, within a single full throttle, he was able to kick all 5 of the musicians and defeat all 5 of them at the same time. So that's cool. That's a new ability that he unlocked. He's still not at native Turbo Granny levels, so to speak, but it's basically a 5-fold increase in power, however you spin it. So that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be good. And then they had to fight the musicians again, because Turbo Granny was clumsy enough to play the piano again, and so they were attacked, but that fight was off screen. The most important bit, though, in my honest opinion, was Aira. Was Aira's moment of that weird, almost innocence, right? Where she wasn't playing up her persona, she wasn't doing the whole fragile damsel in distress, but where her doki doki, where her kokoro actually went doki doki, and that was a really fun moment. And I don't know, it just kind of stuck with me from the previous episode, that one particular thing, with Aira being more truthful to herself, because it kind of shows her growth as a character, right? Like every character in the show experiences growth over time, and this was a big growth milestone to Aira, I feel, and I wonder where that's gonna go next. How is she going to progress as a character? At the end of the episode, we had a scene with Manjiro telling Gigi that they're going through with the exorcism. Gigi not being particularly fine with it, but also not really like being in super huge opposition to it, right? He just kind of accepted it as a sad truth, sad fact that I guess that's how it has to go. And then we had Okarun and Aira arrive, and Okarun challenged Gigi, or more specifically, Evil Eye, to a duel. Told Aira to splash Gigi with water, and they're just gonna duke it out. And hopefully nobody dies. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But who's to say? I mean, it's Evil Eye. Evil Eye is strong. Evil Eye is learning. Question is Okarun strong enough to? And here's the question: to what? Right? Like, to what end does that fight happen? Is it supposed to beat the Evil Eye out of Gigi? Is it supposed to beat Evil Eye into submission and essentially create that threat of, if you harm my friends, if you harm anybody, then I have the power to come again and beat you up again? Or what exactly is the thinking here? I don't know. I guess we'll see where it goes. I think today's episode is going to be like at least half of the runtime is going to be the fight, if not the entire or mostly the entire episode. I know. I know. We'll see where it goes. How about that? Shall we? To do that, you will of course need your subs to follow along with me. I'm gonna need my sound to hear what's going on in the show, and I think my camera is doing the auto exposure thingy, which I'd rather it didn't. Okay, now we're good. Yeah, okay, now we're good. And I'm gonna have to ask you for support. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon, YouTube down below, or not. Share my content, spread the word, it costs nothing and helps a lot. And with that, we can start watching DANDADAN episode 21 in 3, 2, 1, go. Nice rhyme. DANDADAN episode 21. Okay, we're jumping straight into the fight. Still in Evil Eye's domain because everything is purple. But there are the flashes of, yeah, of Okarun's red domain. Oh, I love the music. Remember your training, Okarun. Full throttle? Or not quite yet? Okay, this fight is fun. Ah, yeah, the classic attack that he already used before. No! Oh, I love it. That's great. So that wasn't full throttle yet. And there goes the house. There goes the Torii gate. Now you have nowhere to live anymore. Good job, Okarun. Uh, hey, he wanted to play, he got to play. Right, he did. And, I mean, that's not a bad option, so. If you kill me, I'm not going to play with you anymore? Are we doing a bit of, whatchamacallit? Oh! You're taking this angle! Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So that's what we're doing. Okay, treating him like the kid he is. I love her laugh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, kinda, sorta. I mean, yeah, that is a good plan. Though Okarun is putting himself at a lot of danger. What guys? What guys? Who are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, thankfully, until he grows strong enough for Okarun to not be able to. Yeah, that is always the danger here, isn't it? Evil Eye has motivation to grow ever stronger. Well, technically, it's not like he's gonna have much of a chance to train to get stronger. So, hopefully, that means Okarun will remain ahead of the curve. It's not a permanent solution, that's for sure. I wonder if it's gonna come and bite them in the ass in the future. Actually, since it's opening anyway, I'm just gonna note it down that it comes and bite them in the future. Uh, Evil Eye solution is not permanent. It comes to bite them in the ass in the future. Yeah, I mean that's an idea for a channel for sure. Whomst. Oh, okay. I mean, true. The curse does remain, no doubt. You're talking as if you live together. Does Okarun even have a home to go back to? Like, we still don't know. We still don't know that. A goodbye kiss. Come on. Something! uh, uh, they're the bestest of friends, aren't they? Yeah. Where? What's in the bag? They deserve it. They deserve some relaxation. Yeah, good question. Uh, so what, you're gonna find some well-paying exorcist gig? Or... Is that Minecraft Steve? It's Minecraft Steve. Which I guess is good because he can help them rebuild, right? I mean... uh, Peony's acquaintance? Probably. Ah. Yeah, I mean, he does look the part. I mean, fair's fair. Yes. Yeah. That's just fucking Minecraft. We're just doing a Minecraft. Like, it's not even a joke at this point. Nanomachine, son. Hmm. That's gonna be useful. Takakura Ken. No, a Buddha statue. That's an interesting toilet. That's just Minecraft Steve. Like, I don't even have a joke here. It's just Minecraft Steve. Of course. He's still pissed. Sure. I'm certain of that. I mean, yeah, seeing how you don't have your own. uh, wanna move in? Ira really took to Chiquichita, didn't she? What's happening right now? Are they training Gigi or. Yeah, too late for that. Both, actually. Both grandmas. Okay. That's good. Ah, so he's gonna try murdering people even if not transformed. Gotcha. Yeah? Did she freeze? She did freeze. She's not ready to admit that. Okay, so he goes to school here? Not in that mountain village place? Yeah, let's. Right! They can't see the transformation. They can't see the transformation because they're not psychic. Are we gonna find a new psychic because they're gonna be able to tell Gigi getting henshined? Kind of like we found out that Ira is a psychic because she was able to see the Momo's hands. It's not handball, my dude. You're not playing handball. He wants the tasty stuff. And, I mean, yeah, he is behaving. uh, he really is hyper, isn't he? He really is just a kid with endless amounts of energy. Uh, you're at school. Couldn't you have gone to the bathroom to grab some hot water and splash him? I mean, he is honest. Hot water! Do you not have hot water in the tap? Domain expansion. I mean, you're not far. Yeah. Ooh, did someone find the second bowl? Huh. Okay. Okay. I thought it's gonna end with Muko and Miko turning out to also be psychic in some way and like, being like, oh yeah, like we know that you have the arms and that Okarun transforms, but we just kind of never really mentioned that. Like you seemed happy, so why would we? But no, that's not quite the joke they went with here. They didn't actually go with any joke. Hmm. So the second bowl is in some way autonomous. The first one was inertly laying on the floor, and only after Ira picked it up did it do anything. But this one is just levitating in the air in some apartment complex. And spoilers. Okay, so we're gonna see this dude apparently in the next episode. Cool, cool. I guess that's a spoiler, but whatever, not a huge one. So let's watch this episode again, shall we? Very fun fight. I really enjoyed it. It really did show well, I think, how Okarun grew stronger. I can't exactly put it into words why, but I guess it's the combination of music and animation and I don't know. It just seems like Okarun is more powerful during this fight. I guess because he's on the offensive as much as Evil Eye is. Like, usually so far, whenever they clashed before, Okarun would eventually be pushed onto the defensive, right? Like, he would get hit a couple of times, he would get trapped inside of the house, he would have no choice but to block the kicks and whatnot, right? And now he's not on the defensive pretty much ever. I think that's what does it. And of course, this. Of course, this. Yeah, it's not your domain anymore, Evil Eye. Now it's Okarun's domain, and I gotta grab a screenshot for the thumbnail because it's like perfect thumbnail material. This and this. I don't know which one I'm gonna use, but I'm gonna use one of them. I always enjoy it when it's like one of my favorite tropes when a character turns into like this, right? When a character goes through, I don't know, some sort of a transformation or power up or whatever, and they turn into an abstract representation of themselves, where you only see the defining features and the rest is like this, right? You see the mouth, you see the glasses, those are the defining features, the rest is completely abstract. And it's, I think this frame is actually even better than the previous one. I really, really like it whenever it happens. And that wasn't even full throttle. Mm. I have a feeling. I have a weird feeling. I don't know if it's gonna be true or not, because, I mean, again, it's just a feeling. Uh, I have a feeling that we are doing some sort of a character with a power that wasn't really treated all that seriously all the time because it wasn't really all that strong, eventually turns out to be much more powerful than ever given credit for. Right? Like this kind of sort of thing, uh, kind of like and just so you know, I don't watch One Piece, I don't read One Piece, but from what I hear, it might be inaccurate. From what I hear, uh, Luffy had the like rubber powers, but then eventually it turned out that they aren't rubber powers, they are imagination powers. But because the first time that he used it, he imagined stretching, he just kind of got it imprinted that his power is stretching, so he never tried anything else. But then it turned out that his powers are much stronger than previously assumed. Now, I'm not saying that it's gonna turn out that Okarun's powers are something else than speed, than gotta go fast, but you can make a power of fast really, really fucking powerful. So I wonder if we are eventually going to go through something like that, where it turns out that a character whose power is fast is actually beating ancient fucking, I don't know, Mesopotamian deities or whatever, right? I wonder. I wonder. Okarun's powers turn out to be much more powerful than anybody thought. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if we eventually got to the point where Turbo Granny would just be like, "Yeah, you surpassed me. Like, I don't know how it happened. Maybe it's your indomitable human spirit or whatever, but you actually fucking surpassed me. I have no words. You just fucking did it." Wouldn't surprise me if we went there, because I mean, already this is single training session, mind you, single power up essentially, from a single training session and a single fight. And he's already wiping the floor with an enemy that he had a lot of trouble fighting before, right? And as Turbo Granny said, he didn't even reach her level yet. So what happens when he does reach her level? What happens when he surpasses that, assuming he can surpass that? Also, now I don't think it was ever mentioned here, so I don't know how true is that, but it's just a theory, a game theory, if you will. The balls are like concentrations of spiritual energy. If he gets his second ball, does he get a power up? If not, Super Saiyan 7, where his hair changes color or whatever, then at least like a hidden power up where it's not overtly stated and overtly shown, but any future fights, he's much more powerful. I wonder. I know, maybe. I don't think it was touched upon when he recovered his first ball. But then again, when he recovered his first ball, okay, he was fighting against Turbo Granny, so it's not like he didn't have any like power, any idea of his power. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. uh, okay, so basically, Okarun is using the fact that Evil Eye is a kid. Evil Eye is a kid, and he just speaks to him as a kid. Just, I don't want to bully weaklings. You're weak. I don't want to fight you because you're weak. Grow stronger, and maybe then I'm gonna fight you. How about once a week? Is that fine with you? And don't you ever dare fight anybody besides me, right? Like using the fact that it's just a kid, just a clueless little kid, which makes sense. Sure, absolutely. Uh, and I kinda enjoyed this conclusion. Not gonna lie, I enjoy where it went. I am still, regardless of that, not a fan of how it was handled beforehand. Right? Like, whatever I said in previous episodes about Gigi being a selfish dick, I wholeheartedly uphold that belief of mine. He was acting entirely selfishly and putting everybody around him in danger, and I look at him different as a character because of that. I I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of his because of what he did. Regardless of that, I enjoy that it ended. I like that it ended this way. Okarun using the fact that Evil Eye is just a kid and essentially entering an agreement with him. Listen, I'm gonna play with you. You wanna play? We gonna play. No problem. Just, don't play with anybody but me. Cool. That's cool. But I can't overlook the previous, events. It would be different if Evil Eye was stated from the get-go that, hey, I just want to play, but he doesn't know how to play. But instead, the entire time, his character, his being, was shown to us as, I want to murder humans, I want to butcher humanity, I want to eradicate the human race from the face of the earth. And it's kind of a, I don't know, bit of a dissonance in how it was concluded, right? Like we have a genocidal ghost, and the solution, the conclusion to that is, he's just a kid, I'm gonna play with him. It it almost feels like Steven Universe-esque, where you have the genocidal fucking Nazi leaders of the world, and the solution is, let's talk it out. Right? Like, the solution is not like proportional to the problem at hand, right? The image again from Steven Universe comes to mind, where he's like, Mr. Hitler, maybe stop doing what you're doing, and you know, it's kind of like that. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm shit. I'm actually feeling very like ambivalent about this whole thing, and very torn. Most of all, probably because I like the conclusion to that. I like what they did to Evil Eye as a character, where he is actually portrayed as a kid with anger issues, essentially. But it kind of trivializes the fact that before now he was a genocidal maniac, right? It's kind of like in a game you fight a boss who wants to eradicate humanity and replace it with genetically modified lizards and rule as the forever king of lizard folk or whatever, and he's killing orphans and experimenting on innocent elder people and all sorts of travesties, and you beat him, and he joins your party, and he's like, oh, what do you call it? Oh, it's a fork. Well, I never used fork. I have this tube that I feed myself through. And it's like, okay, like haha, funny character when he's in my party, but he did some unforgivable fucking stuff beforehand, right? It's kind of like that. I don't know. I think I'm going overall. I think I'm going to enjoy it from this point on. That's how I'm gonna say it. I'm going to enjoy Evil Eye's a character and everything else in general from this point on, but that doesn't change the fact that I did not enjoy Gigi as a character in the previous episodes. Can we go with that? I think we can go with that. this dude, Gigi's father, he reminds me of someone. He reminds me of some character from he kind of reminds me of Captain from Tintin. I think that might be it, or it might be some other French show or French comic. But wait. Tintin Captain. Show me Captain Haddock. Yeah. Yeah, he does remind me kind of Captain Haddock, but not really. I guess it's just the beard. But I swear there is another French character with also like full bushy beard and glasses and a big like potato nose. Not Captain Haddock though. Only kind of sort of vaguely. I don't know. If you know maybe by chance what I'm talking about, then tell me in the comments. But yeah, what's in the bag? I wonder. Why is Turbo Granny so interested in that? Just because there are cats on it, or is there something inside, like canned tuna or whatever? Hmm. I I really like this moment. I I really like it because I mean it's just fun, cute moment in general. But I also distinctly remember when I was in school, there absolutely were girls who would behave like exactly that. Exactly that. The spinning, flapping. I don't know. It just kind of like unlocked a core memory in me. Uh, and of course, we have the conflict. We have this little romantic triangle. What's in the bag? Just tell me what's in the bag, please. So they're getting pampered, but they're not letting what's her face? Hannah. They're not taking Hannah into the hot springs. Kind of a shame. Oh well, though. And here's Minecraft Steve. Like, it's just Minecraft Steve, except with a different head. And it reminded me that I have to look whether the Minecraft Isekai manga has any new updates because it's been a while since I read it. I can actually recommend it. I I don't remember the title of it. Minecraft Isekai manga decks. Is that gonna point me towards anything? I think that's it. Is it this one? It's this one. Yeah. Goshijin Samato Yuku Isekai Survival. Survival in another world with my mistress. And it has 3 new chapters. Okay, that's good. Uh, it's it's borderline porn at times, unfortunately, and I say unfortunately not because I have like a gripe against fanservicey media or whatever, but just the premise itself is interesting enough for me. And anytime they get raunchy, I'm like, no, go back to crafting and mining. Very fun manga in general. A dude gets isekai'd, duh, and instead of getting the powers of inventory, status, fireball, +5 levels, and shit like that, he gets the powers of Minecraft. He like punches a tree a couple of times, and a block of tree pops out, and the tree still stands suspended in the air because Minecraft physics. And he can place a block. He can take a chunk of earth in the shape of a block from the ground and place it, and place another on top, mine the bottom one, and the block of earth is just going to levitate. Because again, Minecraft physics. And it's great, and I wonder why there are no more isekai manga, isekai stories in general that would use like Minecraft physics, Minecraft mechanics for the game mechanics in the world, because it really feels like underutilized. And yeah, we can use Nanomachine's son to rebuild the house. Why is it shaped like this? Why does it look like it has lips? I'm like, first thing that I'm reminded of is that photo of urinals shaped like the Mario like man-eater plant, right? Like, first thing that pops into my head. Aira really took to Chikichita, and Chikichita really took to Aira. I like it. It's another bit of earnestness and innocence and honesty in Aira. And those are not common, and I like every single one of them. And he's still pissed. I love how absolutely nonplussed everybody is about it. Like, completely matter of factly, Peony is just walking up to it, fixing, and walking back, and nobody even mentions anything. We gotta pay this favor back. They paid the favor back, but sure, it's just going to be an endless cycle of paying favors back, right? Isn't it? It absolutely is. Uh, I wonder. I wonder. I'm just gonna note it down. How do I note it down? There is something I don't know what, about Seiko and like paying back for favors and not wanting payback for favors, right? I know. There is something with Seiko and favors. And I wonder what it is. Like, I don't want to look for any sort of, I don't know, childhood trauma or whatever the fuck. But it's not the first time where she says, like, you don't have to pay it back. You just doesn't see the favors that she does as actual favors, and doesn't see people who are indebted to her as being indebted to her. It could just be that she's a good, nice human being and just helps for the sake of helping, doesn't expect anything back. Sure. But I wonder if there's something more to it. I wonder if perhaps her being well versed in the spiritual world might have some sort of impact on it, right? Because being indebted to, I don't know, some spirits, like there are many stories. Like, let's take uh first thing that came to my mind, Rumpelstiltskin, right? Who, how did that story go? There was a princess who was tasked with making something, and she asked Rumpelstiltskin for help, and he did help, with the caveat that she's going to have a debt in with him, and then later he arrived and demanded her firstborn, right? Something like that. There are plenty of stories in that vein, so I wonder if her um not wanting to feel like she's indebted and not wanting to feel like anybody is indebted to her has something to do with that, or I might be just reaching entirely too far. I thought for a moment that she's doing this to him. Let me hop on. No, fuck you, son. Is this a part of his training? Oh. The entire energy household has come to rebuild the house with 5 pieces of lumber. That's not enough. It's really not enough. Uh, Evil Eye didn't do anything. Yeah, that's good. I I love it when she makes those eyes like completely circular with the little like eyelashes. It's a great face. I love it. Question is, does she realize that she's in love with Okarun, or does she not yet? I know. I'm getting some mixed signals here, to be perfectly honest with you. We'll see. We'll see. And he turns. Well, shit. He likes milk at least. So, worst comes to worst, we can placate him with some milk. He's gonna have some fun in PE, isn't he? Everything warm, sold out. Warm food, sold out. Do they not have warm water in school bathrooms? Like, I know that they have in Japanese schools they have those funny sinks with just cold water on the corridors. I don't know if they still have them, but very often you see that in anime and manga, right? Like on a corridor next to the classrooms, there's like 5 sinks in a row with just one tap with just cold water, I think. Do they not have cold water? I mean, I get that it's haha funny, right? Everything hot is bought out. There's no hot food, there's no hot drink, and he has to stay the way he is. But realistically, there is hot water at school. She could absolutely just splash him with that. The ghost from the housing complex is possessing him. Maybe he has a golden ball on him. I really thought in this moment that Muko and Miko were completely onto everything and they just decided not to mention any of that for some reason. But no, no. They just know about something that Momo doesn't know about, and that is apartment complex Golden Ball. It's weird that it's autonomous, that it's just floating in the air by itself without any carrier, without any bearer. Hmm. Without any carrier, without any bearer. Oh, the new guy is uses the bowl to turn invisible, but he can only turn himself invisible, not the bowl, or perhaps even has to be naked to turn invisible, something like that. Maybe, maybe. I'm gonna note it down. The new guy uses bull to turn invisible. I wonder. Edie, 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 Edie. There we go. This guy uses the bull to turn invisible. Ah, maybe, maybe not. We'll see about it. But right now, that's gonna be it for DANDADAN episode 21. I enjoyed it. Like, straight up, I had fun with this episode. I enjoyed the fight. I enjoyed Okarun going before going full throttle, even. Again, one of my favorite tropes when a character turns into an abstract representation of themselves. Whenever it happens, wherever it happens, I always enjoy it. Uh, I think it has to do with how much I enjoyed Helsing when I was a kid. Helsing Ultimate, and Alucard turning into this kind of shadowy figure with just eyes. Right, that was fun, and it was a fun fight just in general. The animation, the art, everything about it was just fun and showcasing how much stronger Okarun has become very well, I think. I really like the. I mean, did I like Minecraft Steve? I did like Minecraft Steve from the perspective of haha funny pop culture reference, because the rebuilding of the house was just, whatever. It was just rebuilding of the house. Nothing, like, not much to talk about there, really. And I actually enjoy Evil Eye as a character now that he's not hell-bent on killing everybody around him. He has the potential to actually be a fun character, a fun addition to the cast. And I think he will be. I didn't enjoy the arc leading up to it. I really did not. But I enjoyed the conclusion, and I feel that I'm going to enjoy the consecutive episodes and what's going to happen next. So that's going to be good. Um, I kind of feel like the house rebuilding, just conveniently having nanomachines and the Minecraft Steve at hand, kind of feels like a cop out in a way. Kind of feels a little bit like the writer kind of wrote themselves in a corner with the house being destroyed, and perhaps realizing and knowing that people don't particularly like Gigi because he destroyed the house, he destroyed their, living situation and everything. And so the writer was like, oh, but actually that's not a problem. We just can use nanomachines to rebuild it. Feels a little bit like that. I don't know if that's the case. Uh, Actually, depending on whether it's a cop out or not, depends on whether something's gonna be done about it or not. The house being nano machines matters sometime in the future. Perhaps it gets leveled again and just gets rebuilt by itself. Perhaps they have to run away or hide from someone and they're able to alter the structure of the house on the fly, like make a door not be a door and stuff like that, right? Maybe it's gonna matter. Uh, if it actually matters, if it actually comes into play again in the future, then I'm gonna say not a cop out. If it never becomes relevant again, I'm gonna say a bit of a cop out. Now, mind you, it's not necessarily bad. Like, it's not a huge criticism of mine here, but it still kind of feels a little bit like a cop out. Like, oh, well, we gotta do something about the house, and ideally in a way that doesn't make people reading it hate Gigi even more, so we're just gonna do fix. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I'm gonna be waiting for the next episode where Okarun is going to. I don't think he's gonna get his ball back in quite the next episode. I think it might be like a big finale kind of thing where he gets his ball back. Maybe, I don't know, but we have a trail. We're on the trail of that ball. One important thing that I have to note down here, Gigi transforming makes someone notice, thus revealing them as paranormal, right? Because again, normal humans who have nothing to do with anything paranormal can't see Okarun transforming, can't see Aira transforming, can't see Momo's hands, can't see Gigi transforming, right? So if so everybody else has control over their transformations and their power usage, so they don't use it around people in general. But Gigi doesn't have full control there, so him accidentally getting splashed by cold water, transforming, and someone noticing could reveal that someone to be in some way paranormal. Maybe a psychic, maybe having to do with aliens, I don't know. But I wonder if that's going to happen. I wonder. But right now, I think that's gonna be it from me for today. But maybe you guys have something more to add on the topic of this episode, my reaction, my theories, stuff like that. If so, say so in the comments down below. And no spoilers, please. Spoilers can go to my Discord if you like this video if you liked it, subscribe to be notified of future videos, particularly click the bell icon to make sure you're notified when they come out, support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon or YouTube down below, or not. Share my content, spread the word, it costs absolutely nothing to do so and it helps the channel a lot. And now with that out of the way, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys do the good stuff and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers! And here's my wonderful Patreons: Cubies, Rainer, Dr. Watt, Akomancer, Fassel, and Hans Peter. And you can join them if you want without having to find hot drink.